Hey everybody, and welcome to Valheim. This is a new game I'm bringing to my channel on Fridays. I meant to record this actually yesterday, Friday, but my tired ass forgot, and yeah, that's pretty much that. What was I gonna I'll say? Sorry, I'm like 50-50 right now. I kind of woke up not too long ago, still trying to get my coffee in me. So, I wake up a little bit, but yeah, this is Valheim. This game is just came out on Steam not too long ago. I played it. I picked it up maybe 3 or 4 days. I don't remember now. I picked it up recently. That's the point. And I've been playing with my friend Reggie. I know many of you probably know Reggie from my Deep Rock videos, um, where he tried killing me and stuff like that. Even though I always accuse him of it, and I got video footage of him trying to kill my ass. But yeah, we'll be playing on his world. This is currently my world. I want to do an introductory video, and these introductory videos to whenever I do something new or something like that. If you're not aware, I explain almost everything I know about the game to where I got at the game. Because I personally don't want to make a new character due to the fact that, and you'll see, I'll get into it. It's just due to the fact to the skills and progression of my character. I do not want to really start new again and have to build those skills back up. It is a preference of mine, but as always in these videos, if I'm playing the game, excuse me, if I'm playing the game a lot and I'm already got a character being built up, I will explain everything I built up to that point to where I'm at right now, like currently. So let's get into it. So let's start with the UI, because that's the first thing you see in a fucking game, a UI. And at the bottom left, you will see, which I'll just take the mouse, right here, you have your food, you have your health, you have your ability. This ability, depending on what boss, because there's bosses in this game, which I'll actually show you, because it's better to just show it to you. No worries, we're not that far from spawn. I put a gate over here, actually? I need to. Yeah, so this is my base. I'll do a base tour in a second once I go over here and show you the bosses. So there really is no direction when you start in this game, because as soon as you start, you will just kind of be starting with the character, and then once you pick a world and everything, you will be flied in by a bird. The bird will drop you off over here in this cemetery type thing right here. It's not really cemetery, but hey, these are all bosses, and I guess you could say a goal is to kill them all. I mean, hey, what else are you supposed to do? Currently, me and Reggie killed Bone Mass, which I have his ability. And if you go back to, if you hit tab and you just go back to your little menu right here, you just click on the bird, and little bird will tell you, active effects, and then your, Forsaken power. And basically, I have resistance to blunt, slash, and pierce if I activate it, and it'll be activated for I think 5 minutes. So better make it count with a cooldown of 20 minutes, I believe. If I'm right, I'll have to double check that. But yeah, and basically, each boss is very unique. So this one was a deer, I believe. This one was just a tree, and this one was a giant fucking blob of an abomination that took us fucking forever to kill it. And now we're currently working on trying to kill this boss, which we believe is a dragon, and then we don't know what this is. We believe it's either going to be a lich, or some sort of like undead skeleton type shit. If you do click on it, it'll give you a riddle, kind of. So it'll say, long ages past, he wore a crown, da da da. It's just giving you a basic riddle, so you can try and solve what that boss is. And also, in order to find it, you have to find them first. There's certain things you got to find. They'll look kind of like this, I believe. Yeah, to register location. So yeah, they already give you the first boss right here, where the summoning thing is. So if I click on this, it'll tell me, okay, his summoning is actually, that is extremely close. Hey, let's go over there. Um, that is extremely close. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's like, I've not clicked on that since I came into this world. There are multiple enemy types in the game. There's these little gecko-looking creatures. There are obviously the bosses I explained. They have their own little minions they kind of summon, depending on the boss, obviously. Yeah, we'll head over here real fast since it's very close. This is like something that is like Very useful. Alright, so this is the summoning area. So in order to do it, this boss, I believe, needs hunt his kin. Yeah, so basically you need to hunt the deer, and you'll get deer trophy. I don't think I have any deer trophies on me. Basically, you'll have deer trophies, and you just offer it, and the boss will be summoned. And with that, you fight the boss, and you'll get his antler. And with his antler, you make the pickaxe, which gives you access to the Bronze Age. So you'll start out with flint, probably. Stone, flint, really common stuff. You can find flint anywhere, really, just like here, for instance. There's flint always by the water in the meadows. I think it also is just anywhere, really, even in the Black Forest. There's different biomes in the game. Black Forest, plains, swamp, mountain, and meadows. And that's as far as much as me and Reggie have discovered. Other than that, going back to the UI, as I said in the first area about skills. So in the middle, you'll see stamina. This is your stamina bar. This is very important because if you do any action such as swimming, which I'll show right here, if I swim, it takes up stamina. And if you run out of stamina in the water, you will drown. It is not really something you want to do. But if you can get a skill up that makes you swim faster, which is really just called swim. You literally swim faster and stuff like that, and stamina drain probably won't be as bad too. Also, you can kind of make a build in this game if you want to do certain things. You want to be sneaky and sneak up behind enemies. There's a sneak skill, and there are knives. I know with knives you can backstab or something like that. Deals like 10 times damage or something like that. One of our other friends kind of logged in and was like really surprised at that. And then there's also bows. There are swords, pole arms, and then axes. I use a melee damage axe build, which is just using a giant axe, which I'll show you right here. And it takes a while to start up, but man, it deals a lot of damage. It really does hurt. And then to put a weapon on your back or anything like that, you will just hit R, and it will put it on the back. Let's go back to the skills. So when you die, this is something very important. I'm not going to demonstrate it because I don't want to lose my progression. They take off, I believe, 5%. I believe Reggie said it was 5% of skills. I'll ask him again when he gets on. It'll take off a certain amount of your skills in general, like everything, and it'll set you back. And skills dictate your damage and overall effectiveness with whatever you're trying to go. So I'm going with axes, and I was lowered a bit when I died a lot because we were at that kind of stage where we were dying a lot. It's new, and we're trying to understand hey, why are we dying so much? Because this, and this. But the point is, it will decrease. And when you die the first time, you'll get a little buff or a little debuff, whatever you want to put it. I would just call it a buff. It'll basically prevent you from losing any more of your skills. At least no skill loss or something like that. What was the other thing? When you pick up your thing, it'll be a just a regular tombstone. It's pretty good how they designed it, and you die, go back to your tombstone, pick it up. You'll get another thing called Corpse Runner, I believe, and that one will give you it's like 40 seconds. So it'll give you a certain amount of time to just run away, basically, from whoever killed you. And if you die again, within that 40 seconds, I'm pretty sure it does not take off your skills again. But after all those buffs are gone, you die again, the thing resets again and takes off the skills. Like I said, skills are very important in this game, along with however you build your base, which I will now get into. So we go over here. You notice that these used to be trees. I chopped the fuck out of them. Need that wood, you know what I mean? So this is my base. I just built a base, and in order to do that, you need to craft a hammer. So we're in the crafting section over here. You'll probably just start out with, you'll always start out with these 4 items in here: club, stone axe, torch, and a hammer. It gets pretty fucking dark in this game, so lighting is kind of very useful. So we'll start with in here. This is my main little house. You're going to see something cool cooking, alright? Watch this. You can literally put the food there, and it'll actually cook. And when it's ready, it will just sizzle a little bit and you'll see it change, which we'll just wait right here for a minute. And you literally can pick it off. And as much as like saying, "Oh wow, Bobby, that is like the most amazing thing you showed me," and very unuseful thing. Look at that. I find that so cool. Now we're gonna leave one on there. Watch this. It actually burns. It will actually burn and give you a coal. If I can get my character turn, you'll see in a second. It'll just burn, and yeah, if you leave it on long enough, it'll burn. It's very important that you can do that. There is a cauldron which I'll show you. If you click, oh yeah, there goes the thing by the way. See that turned into coal? Hang on. Yeah, see, that turned into coal. And to get started with building, you need to place down a workbench, which I don't think I have too much wood on me. Let me go check my storage. Oh, this is perfect too. This is decay. So decay happens weirdly. Me and Reggie still haven't really figured it out yet because when you hit 4 and let's say I want to do, I don't know, I want to build this. So there'll be a little circle. I kind of built on it with my thing. Hey, let me see if I can show it right here at the gate. Yeah, so you see this circle? Within this circle, sometimes if a building decays, it'll stop at 50%. But however, if it's not in the circle, I believe, you can't even build anyways without being in the circle. Because watch, it'll literally say, oh wow, you're not in circle, no workbench. Can't build. So pretty much, you know, you have to have a workbench down. And in order to fully build, you know, you have to build a shelter. So you can build walls like this, and it has to be in a shelter. You'll see up here in the upper right, it'll say sheltered. And in here you can place other things down, such as the cooking things, which I'll show you right here. So the cooking station. If I go kind of without it, it'll be like, oh, you need to, you know, have, I believe it has to be somewhere near like a fire, I believe. Oh no, you can actually build these. Look at that. So, okay, so the cooking station. So, yeah, there's still stuff in here I'm still learning, you know? Still stuff in here. I was under the impression that maybe most items, I know for a fact for the forge, however, which is right here, that if you do go outside, as you can see the white right there, if I do go outside it, it'll say, yeah, workbench needed. So yeah, just so again, there's just some things you have to build within it, and you can build it pretty much anywhere. You can build it out here just as long as it's within the circle. But I always keep it inside because it looks cooler and things like that. But yeah, in here you're sheltered from the elements, especially something I saw when it was fucking, when we were fighting drakes, I believe. They're horrible. They do ice damage and a whole bunch of stuff. And you know, if you're inside, you know, it'll get cold and stuff. You can actually not, because when a raid, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, the raids. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So there are raids in this game. You can get raided by almost anything. I think it also depends on what bosses you killed, so they'll up the ante on that. But we found out that if you kill 2 trolls, you're eligible to get raided by trolls. And they're these big, blue, mean fucking guys that just deal damage. And they could destroy your camp, or your little base, as you want to call it. And with that being said, what else I was about to say? Fuck, I lost my train of thought here. I'd say talk about bosses, raids. Yeah, that's pretty much that. It's just like I said, the enemies. That's what I was gonna say. The enemies can't destroy your base. It is possible for a small group of gray dwarves, which I'll see if I can find one right now. Let's see. I don't think because I'm on like you know, like I said, I'm on my private world. It is. I barely go on here. I mainly go on Reggie's world, which is the one we main it. But yeah, even the little gecko things right over here, or even boar, they can still, you know, attack my base and deal damage to it. It is very interesting. Now, moving on to the next thing I want to talk about is storage. So you can do what I do with storage, and this is not the first thing I do, but when you get 50, which is a stack, you can make the wood stack right here and just pile it up somewhere. This is something I didn't know until recently. Because before I was under the impression that you always need to make a chest storage right here and just throw your wood in there. I know it's all wonky and everything. I kind of don't give a fuck. It's kind of like, hey, just as long as I can access a type thing, I never cared for symmetry or whatever the fuck you want to call it, symmetry. Just making everything align. You know how it is. And let's see. Oh, I can actually show you the hunger and everything. So watch this. So your hunger dictates your stamina and health. So if I eat cooked meat right now, my health will go up a little bit more along with my little stamina. It actually tells you by what it gives you. So it'll give you 40 more health and 30 more stamina, right? And if I eat like a berry or something like that, it'll give me 10 more health and 20 more stamina with the duration of 600 seconds. And it's same thing with this one, it'll be like duration of 1,200 seconds. So in that way, it actually, when you eat, it'll give you that health. Now, in the beginning of the game, you probably just want the neck, tail, and fucking cooked meat, because that's what I did, and it gives you the most of it. Neck, tail actually gives you quite a bit of fucking HP. This is really good when you're low on a pinch and stuff like that. Building I already explained. You'll pretty much just build a floor and then start building the walls and everything like that. And just as long as it's inside the white circle, it is perfectly fine. And now I'm going to move on to the forge. So I don't, I have coal on me actually, and I have ore that I collected. I forgot which chest is in because I didn't label any of this shit. Here we go. Alright, so let's take all that and then throw it in here. Look at that. It actually fucking smelts the ore. I know like in like Minecraft it just has a UI and everything, but this one's more interactive, which is what I like about this game. It's very interactive and very, fun. They actually don't really hold your hand that much and actually just tell you, fuck it, do whatever you want. Much like how Minecraft does the same. I mean, you spawn in Minecraft and it's like, oh shit, we ran out of coal. But yeah, I still need to build another item, which I can actually show you what it's called. I think it's under crafting. Yeah, here it is. It is called the charcoal kiln. And with the kiln, I need to get cores, and the only way to get cores is you need to go into these like dungeon-ish type things, which I'll show you in the next video, which I'll do with Reggie on his world. And basically, you'll go into this little dungeon type thing and collect the cores. And with the cores, you can make the forge right here, which is how you advance to the next age. We just kind of call them ages. I don't know if that is official or not, but honestly, we just call it the Bronze Age. Iron Age is where we're at right now. And now we're looking at the Silver Age, which is what we're going to go into next. You'll see once you start playing this game. I believe it's $20 currently on Steam. It is worth the price in my opinion, because I have not had this much fun since Factorio and Craft the World. And I don't really remember if I ever put Craft the World on here, but Craft the World is actually kind of like this, except 2D and not as interactive, because you have dwarves, you kind of have to move around, stuff like that. But the concept's still the same about building up a base, building up your little empire, I guess you can say, and actually do things. And this game is more fun with friends too. If you have friends, I highly recommend you get them and play this game. It is very fun. And with that being said, I'm going to show you another thing, which is sleeping. Anything you do, which I'll demonstrate. I'm going to sleep. See that cook? It's going to probably burn, but fuck it. Everything will move. It's just like with Minecraft. Like, shit will move overnight. Actually, I don't even know if Minecraft does that. Never mind. Fucking, the point is in this game, when you sleep, shit will move and cook. Okay, obviously that didn't work. Well, that was a bad example. I do know it does work for the forge, however. If you sleep, same thing with the kiln. If you sleep, then it will actually cook everything at once. Kind of like, just speeding up the process. It's very useful and stuff like that. Sorry for that bad example there. I don't really have too much coal, like resources. Because again, I don't really come on this world unless I'm like wanting to play Valheim and I just, want to play. Because right now Reggie's not online, so. But hey, in the next video, I will demonstrate more stuff and go into more detail or go over things I may have forgotten in this video. If you liked what you see, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.